Hi, welcome to the Craft Channel. My name's Corinne Brad, and today I just want to run you through some of the best must-have products for knitters this season. First of all, I want to show you these line keepers from the Knitting Gift Shop. Now they come in two sizes. This one here is got measurements of 15 centimetres wide. This one's got 25 centimetres wide, and they're made from oak-stained plywood, poplar plywood, I believe, and they've got hidden magnets in here so they clip together. So what you can do is you can pop them onto, if you've got a supplementary knitting magazine, you can pop them on and they slide down your work so you can follow your line. And it will work, as I say, on a magazine. It will work on, your old vintage knitting patterns. And it's one of those things, you don't have to have a table-mounted folder type line keeper. You can just keep this on the arm of your chair or on your knee, and then it's light enough you can pop it in your knitting bag with everything else. And it's perfect for knitters on the go, and also with the handy engraved measurements on here, it's really good. So when you're doing your test swatches and things like that, you've got an instant ruler to hand to make sure your tension is correct. The next thing I'd like to show you is SoftByte's Design and Knit 9. Now this is their software for pattern drafting your own hand knitted garments. I've had a quick look around the software on it, and it's great because you can pick your measurements and you can resize basic garments to your exact measurements. So see if you've got a jumper but you want it a long line jumper and you want it wider at the top, you can quite easily go around drafting your pattern out. So for example, we'll choose a female sweater, and then we'll select it from the shape file. We'll go for an oversize, custom size, because sadly I'm not standard size. We've got here, let's try Mrs. Universe here. Okay, yeah. And what it will do, it will allow you to put your measurements in. So let's go for 100 centimetres chest. Shoulder to shoulder, let's go for 40. Arm length, I've got short arms, so we'll go for about 45. And we'll OK it. And what it will do is it will show you your sleeves, your body, and you can adjust those measurements to fit. So let's go for arm length, let's go for 80, and you will see that instantly it will change the measurements. And there are all kinds of bits on here. Now included in the software, there are, I think, over 200 stitch patterns that you can choose, so that when you've measured yourself, you've designed your garment, you know what style you want, you can then apply a stitch pattern to it, and the software will automatically put that onto your garment. And then what you can do is you can then run down and you can read your pattern directly off the screen. I believe there's it will automatically bring up the next line when you have completed your first line. With SoftByte's Design Knit 9, you can adjust everything so it fits you perfectly. You've got the right amount of easement on there, and you can select from your different stitch patterns so that you can truly make a custom garment for yourself or any member of your family. These kits of rabbit and dog booties from the Dropped Stitch. This is a great little starter project for a new knitter. Lovely gift to give somebody that is already an experienced knitter, and it comes with everything that you need in the box to make 2 pairs of these really cute booties. You get 2 50-gram balls of yarn, and it's one of those things, you know yourself that if you're knitting things, if you've got a main project and then a trim, you'll always use more of the main colour and less of the trim. So these have been designed so you use equal amounts of the same yarn, and realistically I would say there is probably more yarn there. You can make more than 2 pairs of booties from it, but to be on the safe side, we're just saying 2 pairs, and they're lovely. And you've got everything else you need in there. You've got sewing thread, you've got sew-on eyes, you've got 2 sets of knitting needles. So if you've got a couple of kids and a rainy afternoon, they can both knit a pair of booties. And also I've found with knitting, if you're doing a small project, it's much easier to do it on a small set of needles. So you're not continually hitting yourself in the chin with the needles when you're doing work up close. Full instructions are there. And they're just delightful. As I say, it's a good quality yarn. It's a perfect gift for somebody. And this is something that I could quite confidently do, even with the picot edging and the shaped ears and the ribbed cuff. I know that this is very achievable. And it comes in a choice of colourways. I think there are several colourways on here, but the pink and grey are definitely my favourites. And there's 4 sizes on the pattern, so you can knit these from newborn up to about 6 to 9 months. And finally, this great book by Laura Strutt, published by Cico Books. Modern Knitted Shawls and Wraps is the perfect in-between project because you want a larger project, something to keep you occupied. And there's 35 brilliant wraps and shawls in all kinds of styles, separated into colourways. So, you know, you've got warmer colours, you've got bright rainbow colours. Beautiful photography in this. And years ago I used to work with Laura, and I know how good her work is. And there is something for everybody in here, from an absolute beginner to somebody that's a more experienced knitter. You will find very easy to follow instructions. You know, this lacy knit, the first one in the book, the Purple Rain Lacy Shawl, looks complicated. Your friends will be really impressed by it, but actually it is a very simple repeat pattern to follow. So again, grab yourself this book. You could grab them any of these brilliant products, from the Design Knit 9 software to the Knitting Gift Shop's Line Keepers, Laura's Modern Knitted Shawls and Wraps book, and the Drop Stitch beautiful little rabbit and dog booties. Hope this has given you some inspiration. I hope it's tempted you to buy something for yourself or a friend. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. If you've been inspired to create, please share your makes with us in the comments section below. And if you've enjoyed videos by the Crafts channel, hit the like button. Want to see more of us? Then click subscribe. See you next time.